Hello. It's Monday, the 2nd of June, 2025. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in multiple series of mostly motorsports within Real Racing 3 Update 13.7. And this is part 7 of that mini series. So let's get the game on screen and let's have some game audio. Now, Turing Hufnik on the YouTube side has put a few comments in the chat. So let's go through them. I do think they're quite interesting ones. So Turing has put, I have things to tell you. Do not play Le Mans race day. So he's referring there to this. He's gone on to put, wait until June the 10th for the Ford GT Le Mans with discounts of 50% off. If you use Ferrari, you won't be able to choose back to Ford for upgrade price discounts. Also, that Ford will unlock the exclusive series. Here's the full upgrade price after 50% off. Our dollar cost 1,836,800 and 508 gold. I won't be able to join the stream, but I'll give you early notes. Therefore, you will be comfortable and less concerned. Well, I was going to do that, but thank you very much for the information, Turing, and hopefully that is of use to anyone that watches. He's then gone on to put, also note there's no LMP discount for the coming soon LMP time trial, which I think he's probably on about the Grand Touring Endurance. Mm. And finally, asking which Maserati to be discounted. It's the normal one, not the exclusive one. Yeah, yeah. So I won't be doing any of those. I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway. To be fair, I think I've done all that I can do with the Maserati. But yeah, definitely useful information. For my part, I'm definitely going to hold off doing the race day. I don't own the Ferrari. I do own the Ford. I'll probably just play through with the Ford again. And the reason being, when I do it, which will be towards the end of this update. So by then, the 50% discount for the Ford GT Le Mans will have been and gone. And I will be looking to take advantage of that. So the reason for that is because if we go into GT Racing, let me see if I can find the season. Have I gone past it? I think it's 2019. There we go. So what's of interest here, and it's definitely something I'm going to be doing, is the Ford GT Le Mans 2019 has an exclusive series. So why wouldn't you take advantage of that? And you'd probably avoid the Ferrari because other than winning it, there's no extra money, no extra rewards to be had. So good advice, Turing. Thank you very much for that information. I do absolutely agree with what you're saying there. I'm definitely going to be holding off doing the what's it called? Race Day Endurance GT 2019 finale until I have got the Ford GT Le Mans fully upgraded. Why? Well, because it will potentially have 50%. But that won't be available until next Tuesday. So we'll take a look at that then, and definitely not before. Okay, right. So something else that I said I needed to do was to ensure I had over 1,000 gold by Tuesday. And look at that. I'm currently sitting at 1,275. And I think there's a possibility by the end of tomorrow, being close to 1,500 gold, maybe a little bit less than that. So on Wednesday and Thursday, and I do see it running 2 days, is I will then compete in the Race to the Zenith 5-day event in an attempt to win the Ligier JSP 320. But that'll be on Wednesday and Thursday. Today, we've actually got quite a bit to do. So I'm going to start off in Road Collection. Although, to be fair, even though I'm starting in Road Collection and going to Exclusive, it's going to be with a motorsports car. The Porsche Mission R. Now, currently, this Exclusive series sits at 74% for me. So if I take it past 75%, I've got a reward straight away of 30 gold. Now, I think I've got some big races to do, but I'm going to focus on mostly to do with the smaller races. So I'm just going to literally work my way left to right. And once I've definitely cleared, excuse me, 75%, do one of the cups. Alrighty, so let's get racing. Currently, I've not done any $10 racing today. In fact, I don't think I've done any racing at all. So, can I get 250,000 $10 earned during this stream? Let's find out. Autocross at the Lime Rock Park. In general, I do like this car, but I do find the brakes are not the best on it. And there we go. I didn't do very well at all there. So let's try that again. I'm confident I can do so much better than that. As always, warming up when I'm doing the first race. I can't just go straight into it. Let's try that again. Not sure I got first there. No, fourth. Oh dear. Well, we'll have another go at it. We'll have another go at it. We are getting better. It's that, in fairness, it is that corner, when to brake on it. And I did brake a little bit later. So that probably cost me 2-3 tenths of a second. And that would have been enough to get first. So let's go a little bit crazy here. There we go, first that time. 19.454. So that should mean 30 gold. 75% achieved, probably be 76. Pasha Brahmasper Wijara Kasuma enters the chat on the YouTube side. Welcome along. Says, hi, sir. Just watched live again after days of not watching your live. Well, welcome along. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. And there we go, 30 gold achieved. So we'll just carry on going through the events until we run out of durability. So it's a head-to-head around the Indianapolis road course. Let's see how we get on. Hey. A little bit of aggression there from my competitor. Managed to hold him off. Let's bring this home now. There we go. That is first place. So Pasha has gone on to put, I've graduated from school, sir. Now I can watch your live stream until the end. Ha 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 ha. Very good. Thank you. Right, there we go. That is another first. So that's another tier completed. I don't see me getting to 100% today, but I do see this exclusive series being back tomorrow. And in tomorrow's stream, I expect to take this to 100%. So we'll just carry on going left to right. So as it's a cup, Grand Prix circuit at Suzuka. It's 8 laps, bit of a long one. Let's give it a go. Maybe I won't get to 100% because I'll hit the cap, the $M cap, preventing me from finishing all the races, possibly. We'll see how we get on. Moving nicely up the fields, trying to stay out of trouble. Okay, already into 5th. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Managed to get into 4th, did brake a little bit too late. There's an example of those brakes not being quite as good. Up into 3rd. I reckon I can get 2nd in this corner. Oh, maybe not. I'll just hold back. There we go, into 2nd. So 7 more laps to go. Whew. But only 1 more car to overtake, so can't say I'm going to be in a rush. Just take my time. Close up on 1st. There we go, into 1st. Right, let's see if we can do the braking right this time at this corner. There we go, that's better. Okay, there we go. That's end of lap 2. 6 more to go. In first. 90 yards ahead of second. So just a very nice car to drive, this one. If the brakes were just like a little bit better, it'd be a really good car. Other than the vacuum cleaner noise, of course. But it is electric, so there's not a lot you can do about it. I actually like the inside on that one. Okay. So coming up to 200 yards ahead of second. Oh. A little bit close there. 1:28.569. I don't think that's too bad. Well, for me anyway. Oh. Quite a few times I've messed up on that little part of the track. You can tell by the tyre marks. And again, just pushing it a little bit too hard. Okay, that's halfway through the cup. 4 more laps left. 350 yards ahead of second. Didn't skid at that particular place like I've done the last few laps. Did go off track there way too fast into that corner. Almost just to balance it out, way too slow there. Not to worry, we are still winning quite easily. Whoa. Can we do better than a 1:28.569? I think so. A 1:27.552. Still 3 more laps to go. It's a long cup, this one. Will mean quite a substantial earning of M dollars as well. And unfortunately, it will mean this car will need a servicing. Oh, a little bit late there. Oh. Lack of concentration cost me there. Don't think I'm going to be any quicker. Oh, slightly, a 127.372. Whoops. All right, can I get into the 126s? Yes, even into the 125s. That's pretty good going, I'd say. Final lap. Oops. A little bit too aggressive. There we go. 12 minutes of racing there. $89,100 earned. 4.3 dollars. That's looking good. 4.3 million dollars looking good for Wednesday. And we will need dollars to get some upgrades applied. No surprise, the car needs servicing. So we'll see how we get on. That car will definitely be back tomorrow. Possibility of it being back later this evening, depending on how we go. 26 minutes of racing that car into the stream. So one car down, one series down. There's a total of 4 series to race today. So moving out of there, if we go to well, let's have. I'm not going to do any online multiplayer racing, but just have a look. You can see there I've got to 6 gold, and I've decided just to leave it alone. I haven't really got on with the Bugatti, so I've struggled again. So I've had 2 weeks of struggling, 2 weeks of only scoring 6 gold, but that's fine. 6 gold is better than no gold. The same can't be said, in fairness, for the weekly time trial. I've got into Group C, which is my norm when I've got a fully upgraded car. I haven't really got on with the Ferrari F14T, but at least now I can understand how to drive it. It is all about trying to keep the car as fast as possible, and almost like going around the corners without turning your steering wheel. It's crazy how it works. As soon as you've gone into those low, see, that's a terrible start. As soon as you go into those slow corners, it's very easy to lose the back end on this car. But let's see if we can improve our time. To be the last go, because it does 2 fails. It does get reset tomorrow. There will be a new multiplayer tournament and a new weekly time trial as of tomorrow. I'll be taking a look at both of those in tomorrow's stream. Okay. Not doing very well with this car. It does take quite a lot of trial and error to get a lap together. So I'm happy again with where I am getting to C. I get to see, and that, if you look at the shadow, it's not perfect. I went off track. Oh dear, and again. Blimey, I'm not doing very well this evening with this car. Try again. Come on, we can get a lap together. First task, get a decent lap together, and then focus on trying to beat my time. Oh, ha. Man, what a car. So hard. Try again. Oh. Not doing very well at all. Let's try again. Not even completed a successful lap at this point. Man, I'm struggling today. Let's try again. Again, I'm just going to use up the durability on the car. If I go off track, I'll quit the race. I've already got a time, so it's just about hooking up a perfect lap, which I am very clearly struggling to do so. Oh dear, this car, man. It's a real test of champions, this car. Hence why I'm failing. We'll try again. Okay. We've got an outside chance here. Oh! There we go. Messed up again. Was doing pretty well, to be fair. But, oh man, this car. It's so hard to drive. Almost lost it there. Did lose it there. All I had to do was not put my foot on the acceleration there. Well, it's not setting the world alight, but at least I've got round without going off track there. Man, that was hard. Now, so that's 2 seconds slower than my best time. I was hoping I could break into the 111s, but it really doesn't look like I'm going to do that. Not a chance. Not a chance. The moment you lose it, you're playing catch up the rest of the lap. Again. See if we can catch. Oh dear, this car. So there you go, a little bit quicker than my best time today, but nowhere near as good as what I have done. Aaron C. John enters the chat and puts hello. Well, hello, Aaron C. John. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Good to see you again. Okay, so my pain with this car is almost over because it is a brand new weekly time trial tomorrow. But I'm happy with what I've done. Group C is normally what I do, and this car has proven to be very, very hard. It is it's a car that requires a lot of goes. Right, can we catch? The answer is nope. No, we cannot. Okay, well at least we've started to put some laps together, and that is my fastest time of the day, just not my fastest time of the week. I wonder if that is it, or will I have the opportunity for one more try? It looks like it's right on the edge. I can't see me going any quicker, but let's just give it one more go, and then we'll say goodbye to this car. There is a question of whether or not I try the other car, because apparently that is a car that sets you the best time. And it drives very similarly to this. Oh, shame. I was about to say the best time of today, that is. But no, lost it there in the end. Not to worry. There we go. So 40 minutes into the stream, and that is 2 series down. Right. Well, I say 2 series down. Let's give the other car a go. Let's see what we can do with the 412 T2. I've only got 3 attempts at this. Let's see how we get on. Yeah, I'm going to say not very well. There we go. 2 and a bit seconds off my personal best. But I did get round without going off track. So we've got 2 more goes with this. Let's have another go. Oh, no, we haven't. Oh. And there we go. That's it. That is the end of this week's weekly time trial. Gets reset tomorrow. So we'll look forward to that. Right, what are we going to have a go at next? We're going to have a go in the road collection, in the exclusive series. Let's do the Bugatti Chiron, or Chiron, or Chiron, or Chiron. 74%, get to 75%, and we've got 30 gold. I'll do the same as I did in the previous series, just work left to right. Let's see what happens. Speed record first. Now I think what I've got to do is turn around, because the fastest part of the track is at the end of this straight. So I'm going to start well back behind the starting line. I think that should do. Let's turn her around. Let's go. See, there we go. After the finish line, that was. Oh, I'm going to smash the car. Whoops, a daisy. But I have got first. And I did only get first after the finish line. So my decision to start from behind, well behind the start line, was indeed the right decision. Not a big fan of this car, to be fair. It's okay, it's fine. It's just you can lose it quite easily. It's not as grippy as I would prefer. And like, for example, this little turn here, I find you do need to take your finger off the accelerator, otherwise it starts to skid. Not me enters the chat. It says, "Hey there, mate. How are you?" I am very well, thank you very much. I hope you are too. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Good to see you again. Okay, so this should mean some more gold. And in fairness, that will be the end of gold earning for today. But I'm going to complain too much. 1,335 gold now in my total. Definitely going to be ready to be spending some gold and dollars on upgrading the Ligier on Wednesday's stream. Right, tier 3. What have we got? Head to head around the national circuit at Hockenheimring. Looks like I'm competing against one of my teammates. Oh, there we go. Now I always get the braking point on this always wrong. Fortunately, I did have the right side of the track, so I could sort of dominate that corner. You can see, I'm not as comfortable driving this car as I was the Porsche Mission R. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Big problem. Oof. Thought I was going to lose top spot there. Okay, managed to stay in the lead and thus get another first. But that was close. Right. What have we got next? So that's tier 3 completed. On to tier 7. It's another head-to-head, this time around Laguna Seca. So I'm racing my same teammate again. Now, I don't think this car is particularly good around this track. But let's see how we get on. A little bit sneaky there. Bumped into the back of him, pushing him out, allowing me to get by. I do think I just need to be steady to get first here. There we go. First it is. Not me asks, can I do the Senna GTR Endless Endurance at the Sartor circuit? I've never even tried it, to be fair. People keep asking about endless endurance or perpetual endurance. I've been doing a bit of practicing in the background, and I've struggled. I think the most I've ever got to is 38 cars overtaken. So it's something I'm practicing in the background, and then when I get there, I'll bring it onto the stream. But at the moment, I've not been able to do any of them. But it does seem to be balancing out, pushing hard, and taking it steady, which is a bit of a contradiction in terms. But yeah, there we go. Now let's just have a look at what we've got. So we do have a number of cups still to do as well. So let's have a look. What shall we do? What's the time trial? Red Bull Ring. Right, okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll skip some of the shorter tracks now. Let's do the Daytona International Speedway. It's 6 laps. It's not one of my favourite tracks, but I think with it being 6 laps, I should be able to get first. And this will probably mean the car will need servicing after this. It's a bit messy. I'm smashing into the back of cars. In terms of position, I think I'm okay there. Oopsie, another smash into the back of the car. Moved him out of the way, up into 5th. Okay. There we go, up into 4th. So with 5 laps still to go and only 3 opponents to overtake, that's okay. Because I might have just messed that up there though. There we go. Dropped all the way down to 5th. Always the problem with these sorts of cars. Already feels like it might be a struggle. Oh, good grief. And there we go again. I'm falling back now, not advancing. Alright, might have to do a little bit of sneakiness here. There you go, a little bit of sneakiness there, back into 4th. I'm almost better off braking early and just take one car, overtake one car per lap. There you see, it's not so much the brakes are bad in this car, it's just the top speed is so high. You've actually got to brake, I think, before the finish line on the lap to get around that corner. I'm only in 3rd place on lap 3, but that should be okay. 3 laps to go after this, 2 cars to overtake, and I'm going to do a bit of a cheekiness here as well, I think. Or maybe I won't. Oh, I see. Oh, this car. Again, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just, its top speed is crazy. It'll be hitting 250 before the finish line. So I think I'm going to have to brake here. Probably could have braked a little bit afterwards, to be fair, but there we go, that's how it is. So I'm in 2nd. 3 laps to go. Technically speaking, only 1 car to overtake. But I am making hard work of this, as I thought it would be, to be fair. It's not one of my favourite tracks, and if you've got a car that's just not so good in terms of grip, you do tend to struggle. I'm going to do a little bit of a sneaky move here though. I think I've got to. There we go. Had to do that. I will beat. Aaron C. John says, I cannot play the game much as I have my exams. It's fair enough, exams are important. The game can wait. Oh dear, off onto the grass to use to slow me down. There we go. So there we go. That is proving to be hard. So I'm going to sneak again, just to build up that lead. So I'm only just ahead, and coming into the final lap. About 254 there. This car feels like it's just a little bit too much for me. When we're on the straights, we'll have a look inside. Oh, there you go. Right. Get that there. Look how smashed up the car is. Okay, one final lap. Let's do the last bit of cheekiness. There we go. That is the win, but that was a hard one. There we go. Aaron C. John has also put, I just improved my time trial time by 0.7 seconds and got into Group D. I improved at the last opportunity. Well done indeed. And Not Me says, I have 50% discount for purchasing in Auto Show. What is the best car to buy? Mm. Mm. It's a good question. I guess the problem is my general rule is don't purchase cars that cost gold, but there can be exceptions to that because there are certain cars you can't win. They don't have an event. So I wouldn't necessarily pick the best car. I would be a little bit strategic and pick the car that you know you can't win through an event because it doesn't have an event. Now, I think initially you're better off spending 50% on cars that cost either R dollars or cars that cost M dollars. Is probably what I would do. But that being said, it's funny you mention this because I've got something in mind myself. So if I go into round 3, I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to highlight that I've got something similar. There we go. I have a racer's choice up to 50% off. And I'm thinking potentially of doing it on a car that costs gold. But as far as I'm aware, it's not a car you can win. So if I go into the Pro AM section, there's a car there, the Honda S2000 GT. I don't think you can win it through an event, i.e. through a flashback event. So if I'm going to have to use the 50% discount, I'm going to potentially use it on this car, reducing it from 160 to 80 gold. Now, some people will say that's not the best use, But my view is only look to purchase cars that you know you can't win. Um, that's my sort of methodology there. But in terms of what works best for you, I really don't know. I've got no idea, to be fair. Um, I think all that you can do is look at the cars that you've got available to purchase. Look at the cars that have had events to win. Look at cars that have had flashback events to win, and then choose the car most likely not to have one of those. It's not straightforward, I know. Failing that, I would probably look at spending that discount on one of the motorsports cars as it's only $M. There we go. It's not brilliant advice, I'm afraid. But yeah, there we are. Now, so we're an hour into the stream, just over. So we've now completed racing in both the exclusive series for today. Fingers crossed, it's not guaranteed, but both these exclusive series will be back tomorrow. That is guaranteed. What's not guaranteed is whether or not I can take them both to 100%. We'll have to find out in tomorrow's stream. Now, one more bit of racing does exist, and that is in motorsports, scrolling all the way across to endurance prototypes and into the track beast Duqueine or Duqueine or Duqueine. Okay, so tier 18, I can complete all these races. So let's do that. We'll start with elimination. Let's see how we get on. This will be the last bit of racing for today, but we will be back. We will be back tomorrow. Now, what's been really disappointing with this particular series is there hasn't been any Sebring racing in it. Look at this, I am not doing very well at all here. I've at least caught the cars up in front, but I've got to get a move on because I'm only in 5th. Okay. It's tight. Oh, there we go. A little sneaky move there into 2nd. So at least I do have a podium place, but possibility of not getting 1st here. Looks like only being 2nd. There we go. We'll take 2nd this time round. We'll have another go with that tomorrow. Autocross. Will it be a similar case of not getting first? Ooh, that was close. No, we've got first. That's all right then. Okay. Almost got to halfway in terms of the dollars you can earn on a daily basis. So we'll finish this particular series off today with the Cup race, which is again the motorcycle course at Daytona International Speedway. 6 laps again. Not my favourite track, but not overly bothered with this car because it is at least pretty grippy. So hopefully we'll be okay. Through the gap. Only in 12th position at the moment. Okay, so this is looking like 5 laps to go and 7 cars to overtake. So it's going to be a long haul to first. At least we've overtaken another car there. Looks like I could have braked a little bit later. Okay, that's another car. Okay. All right. So at the end of lap 2, up into 5th. So 4 laps to go, 4 cars to overtake. And these two are going to knock themselves out. There we go, into 4th. couple of times it's done that. I keep forgetting about my settings sometimes. Let's just get that set up again. Is that back? I think that's back. There we go. Carry on racing. Okay, so 3 laps down. I'm in third, so I've got 3 laps to go and 2 cars to overtake. It's doable. It is doable. Maybe focus this lap on just getting behind second place. Try not to make any mistakes like that. Oh well. Definitely closed the gap, but ultimately still in third. 2 cars to overtake, and now only 2 laps to do that in. Right on the edge there. Oh, hello. Did I just discover a shortcut? Oh, come on, man. It's supposed to be grippier than that. I don't think it's quicker going around that bit. Not in this car. So it does look like I'm only going to get third, but at least if I do get third, it will open up the next tier. Yeah, so it does look like I'm only going to get third, but at least third is enough to open up the next tier. Here we go. So Aaron C. John says bye, Tony. Goodbye, Aaron. Thank you for watching. See you later. Not Me says, in regards to using the 50% discount, that they are thinking either the FXXK Evo or the Apollo. Now, the problem with those cars is they are both very expensive. So 50% discount on a car that's going to cost you close to 1,000 gold still means you're going to be paying 500 gold. I mean, by all means, if that's what you want to do, you do that. But if it was me, what I would do is I'd hold off buying those cars, hoping that they'll be available to, excuse me, win in future events. See, the other problem as well is when you buy a car, to then actually use it, you need to apply some upgrades, which could possibly mean spending even more gold. So that's sometimes a bit of a problem when you get these discounts on buying a car. Is it really worth it? Not Me also asks, will you be doing the GTE 2019 finale event? Well, let's talk about that next. So there we go. So that is third in that cup. The car does need servicing. So just make a note there. It's 91.9 PR. I don't think it's going to be able to race in the cup within tier 19. Indeed not, as that is a 92 minimum PR. So we've pretty much hit the end there, but we'll have a bit of racing of this car tomorrow. There's the speed snap and the speed record to do. Need to get first in elimination and do a lot better in the cup. So that is all 4 series raced in. And an earning of 60 gold. Not too bad at all. Now, this event, race day. So obviously you've got a choice of cars. Okay. Now, if it was me, I would be choosing to race the 2019 Ford GT Le Mans car, and I would be waiting, and I believe Turing Hufnig put it in the chat right at the beginning. Basically, the Ford GT Le Mans has discounts on it from the 10th of June. So if it was me, I would hold on doing the Race Day Endurance GT 2019 finale. I would look to use the Ford GT Le Mans. So I would do this event at some point after the 10th of June when you've got a 50% discount on applying those upgrades specifically for the Ford GT Le Mans 2019. It means that you can win the car a lot easier and cost will be a lot less. In addition, this car, the Ford, has an exclusive series, whereas the Ferrari doesn't. So if it was me, I would hold off until at least the 10th of June and make use of the discounted upgrades that will be available on the Ford GT Le Mans 2019. There we go. And Not Me says, yes, the Ford GT is the best with 50% off. Indeed. So just hold on doing that. Don't do it just yet. Wait until at least the 10th. Right, so there we go. So that's the end of racing for today. Racing will be back tomorrow. We'll be attempting to get both those exclusive series to 100%, which means more gold. We'll be looking to take the Track Beast Duqueine series as far as we can, which basically means all the way up to the Cup. So I won't be able to do the Cup. I can race in the other races and hopefully take them to first position. In addition, Tomorrow being Tuesday, we'll see a new weekly time trial, so we'll have some fun in that. And we'll have some fun in a new online multiplayer tournament. It should also mean new cars available with discounts in terms of upgrades. So we'll take a look at that and see if any are worthwhile. Mm. Okay, Not Me asks, any idea how much it would cost in total for the Ford? So Turing has put that information in the chat. So he's calculated our dollar total. This is with a 50% discount. If you were to fully upgrade the Ford, would cost you 1,836,800 R dollars. And in terms of gold, would cost you 508. But that's then to fully upgrade fully upgrade the GT, um, the Ford GT Le Mans 2019, and in doing so, you'll effectively open up the exclusive series that car has. Or once you've won the car in its race day event, but again, hold off until the 10th of June, and all will hopefully be revealed. Right, there we go. That's the end of racing for today. There we go. All right, so if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up or a like. If you'd like to see more of this type of content, then if you watch on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian. And if you watch on Rumble, then please give the channel The Fifth Guardian a follow. Um, with that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. But until then, thank you and goodbye.